Hey everybody, kind of doing another little cooking. Alright, I'm gonna be making some really good shit. So, to start off, I'm gonna get out some bacon. Got the Instapot. I got the Instapot set on saute. So I'm going to open up the bacon. And I'm going to get my cutting board. Alright. Sorry folks. Alright, so we're going to get out the cutting board. Get my knife, and then we're going to take a couple pieces of bacon, and we're going to give them a chop. So that was two. Get them in there and get started. Two. And I think we're gonna go with like 4. 3. Well, yeah, we don't need them all. Well, what's the point of saving one piece? Whatever, bacon can't hurt. Well, we're gonna go with 5 pieces. I don't know. These are small pieces of bacon. This is that pre-cooked bacon that you get in the package. That's not in the refrigerated section until you open it. Actually, you don't even have to put this in the refrigerator at all. It's already cooked and smoked enough. Alright, so we're going to let that go for about we're just going to render it down a bit. That's still got a bit to go. So we're going to render that down, and we're going to look for our next ingredient, which is going to be, and again, I got the beef short ribs, and we're going to be making an Irish stout. So we're going to have the short ribs, so we're going to cook the bacon, then we're going to put some onions, then we're going to put, we're going to brown, actually, no, we're going to cook the bacon, and we're going to brown the meat, then we're going to put some onions, and then throw in the carrots and some thyme, and a can of Murphy's imported from Ireland, made in Cork, Ireland. Top of the morning to ya. If you don't like it, fuck it. We'll roll you right out the door. And then, so that's my meal I'm making. Oh, and one other ingredient that we're going to be adding in there. So I got the fresh thymes. What time is it? It's that time. And I got some tomato paste in the tubey. And of course I got an addiction to these, so Reese's peanut butter eggs, if you want to sponsor me, I'll talk about you all day long, but these are my favorite. No matter what Reese's you get, these peanut butter eggs are the bomb. The apps, oh, I'm addicted to those. It's that time of year, I have to have them. So, just trying to brown up these bacons. a little bit to get some oil to get everything else going. We may even alright. At this point we gotta open the meats up. And as far as a stew meat goes, these short ribs, I can't beat this. They're pricey. They're a bit more than most. I could have got like chuck, but I already had this, and I was going to make some Asian type thing, but then I realized it's, you know, it's March, St. Patty's, so whatever. I used the good meat for this because it comes out so great. That. And then we're gonna cube these big old pieces up. Yeah, about a half an inch to 1 inch cut. There's no perfectness to it. And then we're just gonna start plopping them right in there with the bacon. This is going to be one delicious dish. And you can do this at home. It's not hard to do. You can use chuck. Chuck would be good for this. Chuck will be a way cheaper option. It's funny because I was in the store yesterday and they had big 7-bone chuck roasts on sale for like $2.99 a pound, and I'm like, But I knew I already had this, and it'd been sitting in the fridge, not in the freezer, and I said, well, this is beautiful meat. And the chuck usually has like that connective tissue that breaks down and would help to thicken this sauce up. But we're gonna go with this. I know it'll work. So we're just going to try to get a slight brown on this. I'm going to pause at this point and I'll come back. Okay, I'm crying. So, I'm going to just pick his up and bring it over there. I've added a large sweet onion, the whole big sucker. Because in the stew, it's just going to, that's going to break down. And it's going to not hardly be there at all in the end. It is such a beautiful day. I can't believe that yesterday it was snowing and it was cold, and today I've had to open all the windows in the van. I got the door open behind me. As you can see, the door is wide open. Let me pop you outside. I'll show you the view. Here's the view outside. So I'm down by the pond and I'm getting dinner started. I forgot one thing, is I'm going to make mashed potatoes to go with this. So I kind of screwed up. And the next dish that I make is going to be involving Smith's Wick's Irish Red Ale, also imported from Ireland. And that'll be another beautiful dish that we'll make. Right now we're just sweating the onions down a bit, and we'll start getting the carrots ready. Give these another stir. So I left the bacon in there because this pot doesn't get super hot like if you're doing this in a skillet. Ideally I could have done it in a skillet, I just didn't feel like it. I felt like doing it in one pot. I don't have to clean anything. But you could do it in the skillet first, and you get more of the num-nums at the bottom from browning the bacon and then the meat and then the onions and all that. So now when I do carrots, let's see at the seagulls. I got some ghetto chickens outside. I don't even peel these because there's so many nutrients in the big pieces. I'll cut in half so they'll cook. I'm going to start sweating the carrots too. This onesie size, I don't even cut them. And I'll just start throwing them in. I only cut the the end where the what you call it used to be. Tossing the ends outside. Maybe the ghetto chickens will come get them. I fed them my leftovers that I needed to throw out last week, and they followed me. At least I think they followed me. Maybe I just being paranoid. I'm gonna chuck these outside for those critters because something will eat it. And so, yeah, I don't know what it was with me this week. I didn't really make many videos. I even found one that I forgot I had and used that one, but I don't know. I probably could have done something today, but I had no idea it was going to be such a nice day. And by the time I realized it, half of the day's gone. My friend's still in the hospital, I think. Well, he hasn't called me, so, and I've left him messages. He can only get a hold of me through Facebook, so I don't know exactly what's going on with him. He was supposed to go to some program. I don't know if he's actually gone there, and he can't contact me. You think he would have been able to contact me as he was going from one place to another, though. I don't know. So, curious to see what's going on with my buddy. I missed the guy, but he needs to get some help for himself, so, you know, whatever his medical condition is, he's going to get himself some help, and, you know, wish him the best, because he's my best friend. And, alright, what else we got? We're going to stir this up. So we got onions and carrots in here. And we're just sweating down the onions to get the bacon in there. Yeah, I didn't use too much bacon either. That's good. Alright, so that's all sweating down. And then I'm going to add some thyme. What time is it? It's this time. Time to put thyme. Fresh thyme. Better than the dried crap. Just put the whole sprigs right in there. It's easier to pick out the sprigs than it is to pick out, you know, you can just pick that whole sprig right back out. Then we're going to put, I don't know. Oh yeah, this smells way better than the dried stuff. First time I got fresh thyme, but it's good. So, alright, and then we can put the meat back in. So, all that juice. Some extra bacon. Came out when I took out the meat. It's all good. It's all going in my belly when this is done. And then we're going to kind of mix this around. Doesn't really matter because it's pressurized. It's going to press through everything. Okay, and then it's time to deglaze the pan. With 1 whole pint of Murphy's Irish Stout. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. It must be a... Is that a nitro? Draft style. It's got probably got the nitro can in there. Nice. Well, we poured that whole thing in. And that's just about covering. So, but that's not good enough. Alright. They're going to let that... Oh, tomato paste is another ingredient. Tomato paste. So we're going to put this... This stuff's like toothpaste. Poke a hole in the top. And then... Okay, doesn't look pretty, but it does what it's supposed to do. And this is better than a can, especially for van life, because a can, I would have to use a whole can. This I can use whatever I want. Which I will use it again soon. Alright, anyway. So, we'll put that back. I'll have to read that to see if I have to refrigerate after opening. So, but we're going to try to let this come back up to a boil. And get this. Get that tomato paste mixed in a bit. Nothing has to be super duper, you know, to the T. It's just cooking. It's not rocket science. This is just cooking. Alright. So. Oh, that smell-o-vision. You gotta get it. Oh. Alright, but it's not covered. So, I'm gonna have to. Shoot. Alright, I'll be back. Back again. Oh man, the smell of that is so fantastic. Oh man. You just gotta get smell-o-vision. You just got to. So, here's what we got going on. Here's the pot. Got our carrots and our meat and our thyme and the stout and the onions and the bacon, and that's starting to get some bubbles, so I think we're going to be getting to a boil. But I'm not putting flour or anything in this dish. So what I did was I mixed up some I made some what do you call it, chicken stock. I just mixed it up ahead of time this time. And I'm going to just fill this up. Yep, absolutely perfect. I guessed perfect. I just wanted to kind of fill it up to I only got a little bit more before I can actually fill it, so that was perfect. Just want to fill it up so it covers, just everything is not sticking out. So I got it. This is absolutely perfect. So it's at this point we're at hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait, and I'm gonna let that come up to a boil. I'm gonna put the cover on. I'm gonna shut it off, and then I'm gonna put it on meat and stew for 35 minutes. Which there's 3 different ways you can make this. You can just use a big pan and use it on the stovetop and do it that way. That'll take about 2 hours. You would bring it up to the bubbles, the boiling, and then reduce it till it's just simmer, so it's not bubbling, and you cook it for 2 hours, and then you would give it a stir, taste it to make sure everything tastes good, add any more seasonings that you need, and then turn it on medium high for about 15 to 20 minutes, and that'll thicken it up, because the tomato paste and the meat and the beer it'll thicken up. So that's why I'm gonna bring it to a boil. It helps it to bring up the pressure quicker, but I just want to get it started. And when I take this off, so the second way you can make it is in a crock pot, 4 to 6 hours, and then the last half an hour leave it uncovered so it escapes and reduces. And then what I'm going to be doing with this is, after it's done cooking, so I'll give it the 35 minutes. I'm going to depressurize it. I'm going to put it back onto saute, and it'll bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to boil it for about 15 to 20 minutes to thicken it up. And then and in the meantime, I got to go back to the store because I need mashed potatoes, because I'm gonna make like a mashed potato type, like a bowl, and put the stew meat in the middle. It's gonna be good. So, alright, I'll be back in a bit when everything's cooked, and you will see how this comes together. Hey, I'm back. So now the meat has done cooking, and I put it on some saute. So I'm gonna bring this up. It's boiling already, and I'm just gonna boil this down 15-20 minutes till I get the right consistency. And right now it's not. It's very liquidy. It's not at all like a stew sauce. So I'm gonna let this boil down, and I'll come back when I get it to the right place. Okay. So there's the volcano. We're done. So I got sour cream and chive potatoes. Then we're gonna delicious. And then we just pick out the stems. Of the thyme stems. Ooh, doesn't that look delicious? That's a nice Irish stout. Wow. Oh man. Oh. I'm gonna cover this bad boy up. We'll get 2 meals out of this anyways. Oh my goodness. Ooh, yep, that thickened up just enough that it's a nice gravy. See, you can see it very well. It thickened up nice enough to be a nice gravy. Oh, the flavor of that is tremendous. Oh, wow, that is so good. so good. Oh my God. Oh, that stout brings so much flavor to this dish. Oh, I've only done that once before, and I used like a half of a dark beer and some fish batter or something. What have I been waiting for? This was delicious. Oh my God, you can make this at home too. All you gotta do is put the ingredients one by one, just like I showed you, and you'll have this tremendous meal too. Alright, top of the morning to you, and we'll be back at the next episode. I think I'm gonna make shepherd's pie. I think, yep, lamb shepherd's pie. Okay, stick around for that one. If you haven't already, right here in the middle, this is at the end of this video, there'll be a subscribe button. It's also under the video over there. Next to that is a little bell icon. If you click on that, every time I make a video, you're gonna get notified that I made a new video. So if you like it, hit the like and subscribe. There's also a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Alright, we'll see you next time.